Don't put me on film with my
Okay, I won't.
dog bite.
Hello, Ocean Beach. This is Matt Baker here, Matty Dread, also known as, sitting with the one and only Boston James. The man, the myth, the legend. What goes on in his mind? How did he come to Ocean Beach? How does he like it now? How has it changed? Let's find out. Boston, what's up?
A lot has changed in Ocean Beach over the years. When I first landed here, old school was old school. Everybody was respectful. There wasn't a lot of run 'em up. You know, people didn't disrespect our environment. They didn't leave trash everywhere. You know, not like today's youth that come into the yard and just pass through, and they just like to, you know, basically shit on everybody.
When did you actually first come here?
My first year out here was when I was working, and I first landed here in 1983.
1983. What was it like back then? Was it a sunny day? Was it a rainy day?
No, it was sunny.
It was sunny, huh?
It was actually it was in September. It was in the fall.
Was it?
Yeah.
What led you to come out here?
Ex-wife, divorce.
You were where, in Boston?
I was in Auburn, Massachusetts.
How'd you get the name Boston James?
Because I was born in Boston, and people don't know where Auburn, Mass is and Worcester, Mass is. You know?
I know where Mass is.
Yeah, they don't know how to find it, you know?
So by default, you became Boston James.
It's, 43 miles northeast. You know, I was 43 miles away. I grew up in a small town. Population when I was a kid was 30,000.
What did you do for work out there?
Everything.
Give me an example.
My first summer job was my dad. He retired. He's my stepdad, but he married my mom when I was 2. But he worked for the railroad his whole life. You know,
Yeah.
He got 49 years with the railroad.
49 years. Railroads. You got a job with the railroads? Pretty good job, no?
Yep. And I worked for 3 years.
What year was that? Like in 81?
Nope, that was in 76 to 79.
How much were you getting back then as a railroad worker?
14.
$14 an hour?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's like $1 million an hour right now.
Yeah, 14.
Whoa! Holy shit!
14.
Fuck.
Doing track.
Laying track?
Laying track.
What was some of the tracks that you laid?
Most of the eastern corridor.
Really?
Yeah.
Which would include what? Runs? I don't know the names of these things, so if you know, tell me.
Well, it used to be the New York New Haven branch, then it was Penn Central, then it became Conrail, and Conrail's parent company is Amtrak. And then we had the salt subsidy companies, which was Baltimore, Washington, and then Providence and Worcester, which ran the eastern corridor. You know, and they're all tied there to the, from the north to the east to the tip of Maine all the way down.
Just want to get a different angle. Going awesome, by the way. Loving this. Stoked I came here.
But that was a summer job. I was a kid in school. That was summer employment.
So then you got married, and then you broke up, and then somehow or another you landed on the shores of Ocean Beach, California. Can you give us a quick synopsis on how that actually broke down?
Had an affair on my wife.
You had an affair with your wife or on your wife?
On her.
Oh.
Cheated on her.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have an affair with your wife. That'd be kind of sexy. Like, if you like pina coladas.
I had an affair on her.
Uh-oh. Was it worth it?
Nope.
Nope. Never is it?
Nah, it wasn't worth it.
Bummer. But it is what it is, right?
But we had a kid together, so.
You have a son?
Daughter.
Daughter? She's still alive?
Yep.
What's her name?
Kayla Marie.
Boston Kayla Marie?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's your actual name, Boston, if you don't mind? Is that okay? Do you mind?
James William Howard.
James William Howard?
Yep, like the Three Stooges. Like Howard, Mo, Larry, and Curly and
So,
I'm the fifth stooge. I'm the milkman's kid. You know?
You were saying something about that. You think you're the milkman's kid, right?
I really am the milkman's kid.
The actual physical milkman.
It says occupation of father on my birth certificate. It says my mother's name and then my father's name.
And he's a milkman?
And he was a milkman.
Oh, whoa!
I really am the milkman's baby, you know.
So okay, let's get us, speed us up now. So you that all went down. How did you hear about Ocean Beach? Like, what was the reason that Ocean Beach? Like, did you come here first, or did you go somewhere else and hear about Ocean Beach, or how did you actually land here?
Because my ex-wife, she was raised in Washington State, but her grandparents lived here in Coronado. And when we got separated, when my wife and I got separated, my daughter went to live with her grandparents in Coronado.
Coronado Island.
Yeah.
San Diego. Okay.
You know.
And then would you guys come out here?
I had visitation rights. I could go see my kid. Mm-hmm. You know, I got along with her grandparents. You know.
So you eventually heard about Ocean Beach at some point, and you came down here, right?
Yep.
Now, did you work here when you first got here?
When I first got here, I was working, and up in 2000, I was working for Arizona Pipe out of Arizona.
All right.
Installing the 10-inch jet fuel line on Lindbergh Field. We had finished that job 3 months ahead of schedule, made a pretty good bonus.
Nice.
And
that's when you went down that roll, huh?
that's when I ended up getting hit by the car.
Oh, see, now this is I'm trying to figure out. No offense, but I'm trying to. I mean, I love you as you are, and you are who you are, and we wouldn't even be having this interview if you were not. But I mean, at some point, you were working on the railroad. At another point, you end up living in OB, and at this point, you are now, basically living on the streets, right? What do you define yourself as?
Houseless.
Huh?
Houseless.
Houseless.
Not useless, houseless.
Yeah, you're definitely not useless.
Not useless, houseless.
I remember when you used to come by and you ran the alleyway when me and Cece, my girlfriend, you would keep everything in check in that alleyway, and when we needed stuff done, you would come in and help us move things, and we'll hook you up and give you mimosas and stuff, and you're definitely one of my favorite persons in the whole world. Because you have a big, 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 big heart and a big smile.
That's like Gabe and his wife Heather. Gabe became a very important person in my life.
Who's Gabe?
Gabe lived in the front apartment.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And she lived in the back. Gabe and his wife Heather.
Okay, so now this doesn't go on and on for a million years. I'm loving every minute of it, but. What's different about OB now from then, other than the people are maybe not, maybe there's transients that are coming in and out and they're not really living here, they're not making it their home, they're just kind of come and shit on it, as you say. So like right now we're sitting here in the park, and there used to be some houses here, right, at one point, where they were the
4 Park Rangers homes right here.
Yeah. A lot has
they
changed.
Were owned by the Park Rangers, and they lived there. Got paid